Good afternoon, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Synthesis by dumediat. I see the title there. If you're wondering why I always look there, it's because the puzzle grid is there, and that's why I'm always looking there when I'm solving, but the title is over there. So someone asked me, it's like, why do you always look around? And my Discord is over there, and I have that open because if I get a message from Mum, I have to respond to it, particularly right now because all of the phone lines, including all the mobile cell towers in my area, are down. It's really stressful. Anyway, this is Synthesis by dumediat. dumediat is someone who has contributed a lot to the channel, not just in puzzles, but in solves, and that is absolutely amazing. And I'm looking forward to more from dumediat. There is more coming, trust me. Synthesis by dumediat. This was created, I'm not sure when actually. This was submitted, I'm not sure when actually, but dumediat was talking about it and giving me a heads up saying, when you get to this puzzle, put a little bit more time aside. It was like, okay, apparently there's some tricks to this one, but he thinks that this one should be right up my alley. He's seen me solve puzzles using some of this trick or something. I'm not sure. It's the way that it came across was like, yeah, I think you'll be okay at this one, Brem. It's like, okay, this one is probably a little more tricky than stuff I've been doing recently, although it's been about a week since I solved the puzzles that you just saw. We'll see how we go. I have been solving recreationally and actually doing some creation and stuff, so we'll see how I go. What's going on the channel? Not a lot. I've been doing some stuff over on BremSter Games and having fun there. Started the new game, No Man's Sky, something a bit more relaxing, and I'm definitely trying to play that one relaxing. But the new season of Diablo will probably be landing about the time that you're seeing this puzzle. So season 1 of Diablo 4 will be starting, so I'm going to be pretty heavy into that. That's so if you're interested in any of that sort of stuff or seeing me live stream video games and coming in and chatting with me while I play, please do so. BremSter Games, links to that will be elsewhere. You can search for BremSter Games on YouTube, but there are links around. Let's have a look at this puzzle, Synthesis by dumediat. Synthesis, is that... So I think synthesis is a chemical term? I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'm not sure. So I'm not good at the word always. So what are the rules? Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Cells that are a knight's move apart in chess may not contain the same digit. So what that means is I'm going to pick on the center cell because that's always the famous way to do it. But anything that has this L shape away from it, in any orientation or rotation, cannot contain the same digit, as well as the normal Sudoku constraints. So I could draw this shape that way, and that cell could not contain the same digit. I could draw this cell shape that way, and that cell could not contain the same digit. And the same is true there, knocking out that one. The same is true there, knocking out that one. And I can keep rolling around, and I would knock out all of those cells because those are all drawable with an L shape from this central cell. And the important thing to realize is that's from anywhere. Anywhere I could draw one of those L pentominoes. I think 1, 2. No, it's not pent. It's tetrominoes. I am not wording good today. Cannot contain the same digit. So if I draw one of those L's, which is a knight's move image, well, that's not a good way to do it. That's a bad example. They cannot contain the same digit. That's the important thing to remember about knight's move. Digits in cages must sum to the number in the top left corner of the cage. Digits may not repeat within cages. Those 2 cells will sum to 7, those 2 to 12, those 5 to 27. Okay. Digits placed on purple Renban lines must be a set of consecutive, non-repeating digits in any order. What that means is on this line, for example, if ignoring the cages, if this was a 1, then this line would have to contain 2 and 3, because in order to resolve the line as a consecutive run, I couldn't have 1, 3, 4, because if I took the digits off and sorted them, they would not be consecutive. That's the way it works. I'm going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Let's give this a shot. So I can see that this has to be a 1, a 2, a 3, or a 4, as does this, because the only way you can make up a 5 cage is with 1, 4, or 2, 3. Now, if this is a 1, that actually works, because this becomes 2, 3, and this would be a 4. If this is a 2, however, I think I've got a problem. Because if this is a 2, I have to put a 3 on this line, because I can't go 2, 1, 0. I'd have to, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, or 2, 3, 4. And so this can't be a 2, so this can't be a 3. But I could go 3, 4, 5, 2, or I could go 4, 5, yeah, so this just can't be a 2. Well, that was unhelpful. So is there something I can do with knight's move with that? One, two, three here. Does that mean this 27 cage would be broken? Do I need to have 2 low digits in a 27 cage? So because if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, the minimum these could be would be 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8 is 15 plus 11 is 26. This would be a 1. So this would be 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. But I think that works. And this would be a 9. Yeah, okay. So this, if this is a 1, this is a 1, and there's a 1 down here. Okay. I don't think that's the way to address this puzzle. Hang on, but if this is a 1, this is a 1, this is 2, 3, and I can't put a 1, a 2, or a 3 in a 14 cage, which would mean this is 4, 5. So if this is 1, this becomes 1, 2, 3. I've already determined that this would be 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 1. 1, 2, and 3 would be in this column, and that would be broken because it'd be a minimum 4, 5, 6. So this is not a 1. This is not a 4. This still doesn't feel like the right way to solve this puzzle. This is quite symmetrical. Not around this, though. This line doesn't touch this cage. It touches this one. But this and this and this and this are symmetrical. And that and that. Including these 7 cages and these cages in here. And this line. So the only thing breaking the symmetry is these lines and the values in the cages. So is there something about the symmetry of this puzzle? Like that digit there. Where does that digit, let's call it yellow, go in box 1? This digit can't repeat in the column. It can't repeat in the cage, and by knight's move, it's not there. So yellow is in there. So this is 1, 2, 3, or 4. And I assume it's the same down here. Because a 14 is 9, 5, 8, 6, can't use 7, 7. So they're 5, 6, 8, 9. And that digit there, let's call that one green, it can't repeat in the cage, it can't repeat in the column, and by knight's move, it's not there. So green is in here. So this is 5, 6, 8, or 9. But this is a 15 kg? You know, that doesn't mean anything. Because if this is 7/8, then this is 5/9. And hang on, this can't be 6/9, can it? Because this is... No, it can be, because this is one of those digits. I'm trying to think... No, that's fine. Because if this is 7/8, this is 5, 6, or 9, and I have to put one of 5, 6, or 9 in here. If this is 6/9, then this could be 5 or 8. And this becomes 5/8. That's fine. Okay. Well, where's this digit in box 4? Let's call that one orange. Actually, I'm going to go to a different color. I'm actually going to use blue because where it's going to land. This can't be in this row. It can't be on this line. And by knight's move, it's not here. So it's in one of those two. So this digit's in one of those. I'm assuming the same is true here. It doesn't repeat on the line. It's not in this row and it's not in one of those two by knight's move. It's not there. So it's in one of those two. Sorry, I shouldn't use blue here. Let's use orange here. And this is orange. But that... So I'll start up here again. If it's in here, it's not up here. And it's not on the line, and it's not in either of those by knight's move. So this is yellow-blue. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and goes together with that. Because the blue being forced to be down here means it's not up here, it can't repeat on the line, and this sees both of those by knight's move. So blue is up here, and yellow is up here. So these are these two digits. Which means these sum to 5. And I'm assuming I can do the same down here now. Orange is not in here. Orange doesn't repeat on the line, and orange is not there. So orange is forced to be in here. And this is green-orange. So this is 5, 6, 8, or 9. And these sum to 14, which does match up with this. If this now was 6, 9, these would be 5, 8. These would be 5, 8. And 5 and 8 is only 13. It's not 14. So this is not 6, 9. This is 7, 8, which means there's no 8 in those. Well, there's no 8 in here, which means there's no 6 in here. This is actually a 5, 9 pair. So can I do anything similar here? Well, there's no 7 or 8 in this 12 cage anymore. So 9, 3 is possible. It can't be 8, 4. It can't be 5, 7. And it can't be 6, 6. This is 3, 9, which means there's no 3 in here. And because this is these two digits, this is 4, this is 1. There's no 4 or 1 in here. Sorry, this is 4 and 1. There's no 2 in here. This is 4 and 1. This is 4, but this could be 2, 3, 5, or 6. That's not helped me much. But there's a 9 in here. So this is the 5 and this is the 9. That's nuts. Well, now I can say that there must... 1 and 4 are in here. I know 5 is in here. Is the 27 cage restricted in any way? I don't know. These are 1, 2, 4, 6, and must have 2 and 6 in there. That's not great, is it? This 25 cage must have a 9 in it, cannot have a 5 in it. And I am using the killer calculator built into Sven's tool. Cannot have a 5 in it. Similarly, this can't have 1 and 4 in it because there's only one cell that can be 1 and 4, but it must have a 1 or a 4 in it. So, for example, it can't be 1, 4, 5, 8, 9. It can't be 1, 4, 6, 7, 9. It can't be 2, 3, 5, 8, 9. It can't be 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. But that's not a huge restriction. I'm missing something. One is in one of those three. 4 is in one of those three. Nine is in one of those. If this is a 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. If this is a 1, I can't put 4 on this line. If this is a 1, becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, but I can't put 4 on this line at all. Because because the 1 and the 4 are forced to be in here by the fact that blue has to be here and yellow has to be here. And this is blue and yellow. So if this is a 1, where do I put 4? Because this has to contain 1 and 4. Because if this is 1, this becomes 4, and I can't put 4 anywhere on the line. And then it's 1, 2, 3, and I've broken it. This is the 4, this is the 1. So now I'm done with this. I can remove the 1 from here, and I'm done with all the colouring over this side. Okay. Over this side, I'm also done with the colouring. Okay, great. Now, this has got a 4 on it, but no 1. So it must get a 6, which can't go there. But there's a 4 in this 14 cage. And it's not 1, 4, 9. So it's 2, 4, 8 or 3, 4, 7. So this can't be 2, 3, 4, because if this is 2, 3, 4, this cage can't be filled. So there's no 2 on this. So there must be a 5 on this line, because if it's not 2, 3, 4, it must go 3, 4, 5 or 4, 5, 6. So this is 3, 5 and 6 only, and must contain a 5. So there's no 5 in this 27 cage. Which means this 27 cage must have an 8 and a 9 in it. No 5 in this 14 cage. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's no 9 on this line. So this can't be 8 or 9. So it's 2, 3, 6, 7, 8. No, it can't be 8. This is 2, 3, 6, or 7 only. Well, that's not that useful. Yeah, I think I'm losing the plot here. This is not 3, 4, because I can't put 4 into any of those cells. So it's 1, 6, or 2, 5. If it's 1, 6, it's in that order. If it's 2, 5, it's in either order. No 9 in the 15 cage does not do much. Must have a 5 in it, though. So the other two cells sum to 10. There's no 9 on this line. So 87654, there must be a 4 on this line. So there's a 4 in one of those 3 cells. Why have I got 4 there? This is 126. So 1 is in one of those 2 cells by Sudoku. It might be... There might be some... Where is this digit in this box? Because it's 5. Where do I put 5 in this box? I can't put it in there. I can't put it in there. It can't go there, and it can't go there by knight's move. 5 is in one of those 2. Now, this line always had to have a 5 on it, but it now can't go on this line. So 5 is not on this line, and it's not down here. So 5 is in one of those 3. But it's not here because of the 5s up here. Those aren't 5. That's 5. This is not 5. That is 5. Which means that's not 5, so that's not 2. Five is in fact in one of those 3. Five now is in one of those 3. Because 5 has to go on this line. And 5 is in one of those 2, because 5 has to go on this line, but 5's not in any of those. So 5 is in one of those 2. But it can't be here because the 5's up here. So this is actually a 5, which means this is not a 5. This is a 5. That sees that cell. Now 5 is in this column, but that 5 knocks it out of there. So 5 is in one of those 2. 5 can't be in those. 5 can't be in those. 5 now has to be in one of those 3, but it's not there or there. So this is not the 5. This is the 5, which means this is the 9 and this is the 5. This is bonkers. I know I say that a lot, but it's true. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. If that's an 8, that's a 7 and that's a 6. Yeah, that's okay. 4 in this box is now on this line. So there's a 4 on this line. So I can't put a 9 on this line anymore. But 9 is... 9 is now right here. Because with a 4 on this line, forced on by that 4 not being... And that 4 knocking it out of those... That knight's move knocking it out of there. 4 on this line. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is as high as it can go. I can no longer put 4 on this purple line at all. On the Renban line at all. These 2 9s mean 9 has to be in one of those 3, but I can't put it on the line. So 9 goes here. Now 9 can't go in there. 9 is not on the line. That sees there by knight's move, and I can't put 9 in a 7 cage. That's a 9, which takes 9 out of all of those and makes that a 9 because there had to be a 9 in that cage. That 9 sees that. That becomes 3. That becomes 9. This is bonkers. Four is still down here in one of those by Sudoku. which is putting more restriction on this. This can't be 2-5. It could be 1-6. And if it can't be 2-5, and if it's 3-4, I can't put 4 there without eliminating all of that. So that's 3 and that's 4. I can't put 9 on this line, so I need to put a 4 on that line. And the 4 is in one of those three. That's terrible pencil marking. I'm going to use yellow. 4 is in one of those three for that line. I don't see what that does. Maybe I can do more with 9s. I can. Where is 9 in this box? Those two 9s means it's in one of those. I can't put it in a 7 cage. It's not there. That's a 9. So 9 is in one of those. And neither, that's a 5, and that can't be a 9 because of that one. That's a 9. Now there must be a 4 on this line. I can't put it in either of those. That's a 5, that's a 4, and I can't put it there. So 4 is in one of those two. These... No, wait, that's wrong. There's something going on with 4s. 4 can't be in here. Or in here. 4 is in one of those three. Because I can't repeat 4 on this line. 4's not in here. So 4 in this box is in one of those. Nine. Oh, 9. I can keep going with 9s. Hang on. How many 5s have I got first? 5s are down to an X-wing in those. Nine. I've got 9 in one of those two, so 9 is there. And now I've got all the 9s as well. Because there's this weird relationship between 4 and 9. Because if 9 is not on a line, 4 must be. So there is a 4 in one of those. But what does that do? Like if there's a 4 there, there's a 4 there. That would put a 4 in one of those two. Four would be right there, which would put 4 there, which would put 4 there, and that would be the disposition. No, that would be the disposition of the 4s. Hang on, that doesn't work. If there's a 4 here, let me do this with colouring. If this is the 4, and let's make it a dark green, on this line. If this yellow cell, because one of these has to be 4, because I need a 4 on the line because I can't put a 9 on the line. This becomes the 4 over here. Now, in this box, 4 has to be in one of those 3 cells. Well, it can't be there because of that 4. It can't be there because of Knight's Move, and it can't be there because of Knight's Move. There is no 4 in box 8 if I make that a 4. So that is not a 4. If this is a 4, this is a 4, and I can put a 4 there. then that would be a 4. And that breaks, hang on. If this is a 4, I think this breaks box 3. This would become a 4. And now where is 4 in this box? I can't put it there because there's already 4 in the row. I can't put it there. I've just put 1 in the column. I can't put it there because knights move. I can't put it there. There's 1 on the line. So this would become a 4. And then where do I put 4 in box 3? Because I can't repeat it on this line. So it'd have to go in one. It has to go in one of these cells, and I've broken it with that. That's not a 4 either. So this is a 4. That is nuts. Which means that's not a 4 and that is a 4, which means that's not a 4, that is a 4, which means this is now not 4, 3, this is a 1, 6 pair, giving me a 1, 2, 6 triple in the column. Okay. The problem is I haven't got any restrictions on, like, that was all because I was playing with 4s and 9s, but I don't have restrictions with other digits. Or do I? Okay, 4 in this box is now down here. Great. 4 in this box is up here, but it can't be there, so it's in one of those two. So I've now got a 4 in this 25 cage. I can't put a 5 on this line. Could this be 2, 3, 4? Don't see why not. If this goes up, there has to be a 1 or a 6 on this line. Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can't put it there. So there's a 1 or a 6 in here. If there's a 1 on this line, it's 1 there, and these are 2, 3. Otherwise, there's a 6 in one of those two, and that becomes a 6. Well, there's no 1 on this line. I still need to put a 6 on this line. This quadruple, 1, 2, 3, 6. So these are 2, 3, and 6. No, I'm not. This is a triple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3, 7, and 8. Well, that's not a 3 because of that 3. 3, 5 here is 8, would make that a 7. 3, 5, 7, that'd be 8, that'd be 7. Yeah, I don't see a problem there. If that's a 3, 4, that'd be a 7. So one of those is a 7. Okay. 3, 4, 7 would make that 7, 8. What's this? 2, 6, 7, 8. Three in that box is in one of those. Okay, I'm missing something. So these are 278 or 368. Well, they're not 368 because these have to sum. These sum to 10, so these have to sum to 17. So they're 278 or 368. Again, I'm using the Sven's calculator. But if these were 368, those would both be 5. So these are 278. So there's no 2 or 7 there. This is 3, 5, 6, and 5 is in here. These are 2, 7, 8. Does that do anything? Well, if that's an 8, where do I put 7 on the line? I can't put 7 on the line if that's an 8. But 7, if this is a 2, 3, 4, this can't be a 2 now. This could be a 2, but this can't, because if this is 2, this becomes 3, this becomes 4, 5, 7, and that's not, so this is not a 2. Now I've got a 3, 6 pair in the column. Which means that can't be 3 or 6. Well, it couldn't have been 3 anyway. So 6 is down here now, because I can't put 6 here because there's a 3, 6 pair in the column. And if I put 6 here, then I can't put 6 in either of those. So 6 is down here and in here. So 6 is in one of those two. The question is, can I not put 6 on this line? The only place I could put 1 on this line is there. Oh, man. So what is this? If this is 3, 4, this is 7. If this is 7, 4, that's 11. This is 3. And if this is 8, 4, this is 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, yeah, that's all working, isn't it? What about here? 3, 5 is 8. This would be 7. 7, 5 is 12. Hang on, 7, 5. That can't be the 4. The 4 is absolutely in here. 7, 5 is 12. This would be 3. And 8, 5 is 13. This would be 2. This is only 2, 3, or 7. And it's not 2 or 7. This is the 3. 3 and 5 is 8. That's the 7. That's the 8. This is the 3. 3 and 4 is 7. That's the 7. 4 is in here. So that's not the 4. This is the 4. Which means that's not the 4. This is the 4. Oh, that 4C's there. This is a 4, which means this is not a 1 because this would have to be a 3 or a 2. 1 is here, which means 1 is not on this line. So now I need to put a 6 on this line. Can't put it there. It's in one of those two. But these... Well, I can't put a 5 on this line because that 5 sees both of those cells. So this is 4, 3, 2, and that 3 means that that's the 2 and that's the 3. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 and 6. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. This 3, of course, makes this 6 and this the 2, which means this is a 7. And the 6 looks up making this the 3, and this is a 5, 6 pair. There's no 7 in there. This is 2 and 8. The 7 makes this the 8, and this is the 7. The 8 makes that 2, which shows that's the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, the 1 makes this the 6 and this the 1. So there's still possibilities on this line. If this is a 2, that's a 3. Which might be possible. This is crazy. These are pairs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 1 and 2. So 1, 2, 3, and 6 go in there. How is that not resolved? Well, there has to be a 3 on this line now. So there's a 3 in one of those two. Because whether this is 1 or 2, I need to put a 3 on this line. This one takes 1 out of there. That gives me a 2-6 pair and makes that the 1 and that the 6, which takes 6 out of there. That 2 makes that the 6. This is not the 6. That looks up making that the 2, which means this is the 5. This is not the 5. The 5 looks back making that the 6 and that the 5. 3 is in one of those two. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 3-6 pair, because 3 and 6 are looking up this column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are 7 and 8. 4, 5, 6. Could these be 7 and 8? Well, if they're not, then this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can't put 3 there. So this is a 7-8 pair. So these are 1 and 4. And there's a 4 there. So that's the 1 and that's the 4. Oh, that 6 now has made, probably ages ago, made this 2 and 6. These are 2, 7, and 8. And the 2 here means that's not the 2. This is the 2. This is the 2. And the 7 makes this the 8, this the 7, this the 8, this the 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, that 1 makes that 2 and that 1. This 3 makes this 6 and this 3. That 8 makes that 7 and that 8. I'm just working down the grid here. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. These are 1, 2, 3, and no, an 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 2, 3, and 8. Well, there's no 8 there. And that 8 takes 8 out of there. So those two 8s knock it out of those. That becomes the 8. This is a 2 and a 3. That 2 makes that the 3 and that the 2. That 3 means that I can't repeat a 3 on the line. That becomes the 6. This can't be a 1 anymore because I need something that is consecutive with 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the 2. That's the 1. That's the 3. And now I'm down to a single box. The 1 by Sudoku goes there. 2, 3 by Sudoku is there. 4, 5. I need 6 by Sudoku, which goes there. 7 by Sudoku goes there. And this would have to be an 8. But before I put that in, let's put it in with a center mark. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 makes the line work. And 3, 4, 8, 9. 8 plus 9 is 17 plus 8 is 25. The solution is correct. 38, 48, 40 minutes. Holy cow. Yeah, that was a little harder than normal. Beautiful, though. Holy cow. I still expect people to tell me they solved it in 15 minutes, and how did I take so long? Wow, that was stunning. That was absolutely stunning. And people who struggled with that, I'm one of them. I have no problems at all with people. I mean, that's why the channel exists, to help people see some stuff that they may have missed. I mean, I'm really lucky in that setters will go out of their way to help me solve their puzzles. And whew, yeah, that was beautiful though. Wow, I'm blessed that I have people send me puzzles like this on a regular basis. I really am. Thank you, dumediat, for everything you do for the channel, including sending this one in. That was stunningly fun. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. I hope you're enjoying the content as always. And yeah, again, as always, good luck with your solving.